Hello and welcome to another MiniWarGaming Battle Report. Skari here from Skardcast and MiniWarGaming. And of course, I'm playing Joe today.
Hello.
And he has brought the Grey Knights. I'm bringing the Zealous Black Templars. What sort of heresy is this? I am no demon. So with that, let's dive into the game.
We play and call it work.
MiniWarGaming's Warhammer 40k Battle Report.
So here are 1,500 points of Black Templars. Now, because of the fact that we don't know the points yet, I'm just using 9th edition point values, made about 1,500 points worth of army, using the new rules and data sheets. So let's find out what the Black Templars can do today. I'm running a Primaris Tech Marine, and I am going to give him the enhancement, the Witch Seeker Bolts. So he's going to be really good at murdering filthy psychers. I'm going to take the Empress Champion, who shall be my warlord, of course. Why? Because he is glorious. Then I run a 5-strong Infiltrator squad, a reinforced or a maximum size unit of Primaris Crusaders. That's 20 Primaris Crusaders in a big block. I am running a Primaris Ancient. Look at that banner. I painted that banner, and it's a homage to my original banner that I painted like 15 years ago. Then I have a unit of Primaris Sword Brethren, all with mastercrafted power swords. The guy with the big Sword of Judgment power sword is a Thunderhammer. Why? Because he's that cool. And I am running a Redemptor Dreadnought as well. In the heavy support slot, a 10-strong unit of Hellblasters for some plasma death, and my Land Raider Crusader. This Land Raider Crusader has metal sponsons and parts. It is older than most of you watching this video. It is it's like 23 years old, and it's my original Land Raider Crusader. And of course, new edition, let's try out the old tricks, aka assault ramps, baby. Let's go. Okay, that's my 1,500 points.
For my 1,500 points, I have a 10-man unit of Terminators with force weapons and a banner. They attached is a Brotherhood Librarian with the enhancement Domina Liber Demonica. Guarantees him +1 to wound against everything and +1 damage against demons. That part won't come into play here.
Unless I'm a demon.
Unless you may or may not be a demon. I'd have 2 Nemesis Dread Knights, one with a side cannon and one with an incinerator. I have 2 squads of 10 strike squads with force weapons, an incinerator, and a side cannon each. They will be going into rhinos. And I also have a unit of a 7-man purgation squad with 3 force weapons, 2 incinerators, and 2 side cannons. That is my list.
Awesome, let's dive into the game. Of course, as a Leviathan card mission, let's take a look at our primary mission. Our primary mission is Sites of Power. The objective markers in No Man's Land are sites of power. So at the end of each command phase, the player whose turn it is can empower the sites that they control that have one or more character models from their army within range of each site of power. And the site of power remains empowered while one or more of their characters are within range of it. So, at the end of each command phase, the player whose turn it is scores victory points up to a maximum of 15 per turn, 3 points for each marker that they control, and an additional 3 for each site of power that they have empowered as well. So these are cumulative. So the objective markers in No Man's Land that are empowered are going to be worth 6 victory points every command phase, while other ones, or ones that are not empowered, will be worth 3. The player who goes second will score those points at the end of their last turn, giving them a bit of an advantage there. We are playing with the mission rule Delayed Reserve. So anything that we want to put into strategic reserves or reserves that wants to arrive on the battlefield has to roll a 3+ or will not arrive. Okay, Joe, you decided to, we rolled off, you're the defender?
Yes.
Excellent. So which side of the table would you like to pick?
I will choose this corner. I will choose this.
Okay.
Section
So
here.
that corner is going to be yours, No Man's Land. And then this corner will be the righteous fury of the Black Templars deployment zone. We're not heretics. Why are you here?
I don't know, maybe this is war games. They're practicing against Thousand Sons.
Paintball. Yes. Yes, I can agree with people. We are back after deployment. Let's take a look at the Grey Knights. What did you do here?
I set up my Rhino with a unit of strikes inside. I set up the Purgation Squad and the one Dread Knight behind cover to try to avoid getting shot at until I can teleport into range and attack later. Second Rhino with a strike squad. 10-man unit of Terminators with their leader are here by the objective. I made sure to do that because the banner gives them OBSEC 3, which is pretty nice. And then I did the second Dread Knight there to try to get line of sight to the two vehicles.
Very awesome. The Black Templars, big unit of 20 Primaris Crusaders on the flank. The Infiltrators, just making sure there's no shenaniganery deep striking going on back here in my home turf. The Land Raider, front and center, of course. Where else would a Land Raider be? With the Sword Brethren and the Empress Champion. 10 Hellblasters with the banner being led by them, and the Dreadnought with his Tech Marine. The Tech Marine gains Lone Operative if he's close to a vehicle, so that's pretty cool. And as soon as a vehicle nearby dies, his weapon gets he gets lots of attacks in close combat because he becomes angry. Now, the detachment special rule for Black Templars allows me to pick a vow. I am going to pick Abhor the Witch, Destroy the Witch, because I'm playing against an army of Psychers. So my entire army gets a 4+ invulnerable save against Psychers, which is pretty good. Yeah, I think that's all I get. And
Is it
everything in melee has anti-Psyker 4+. So they do critical wounds on 4s. And you have to, I guess, have the Psyker something in your profile somewhere, I guess.
Is it against units with the Psyker keyword or attacks that are psychic?
So the invulnerable save is against attacks that are psychic, I'm pretty sure. Yes, and then...
So if I attack you with a bolt gun, even if I have a Psyker keyword, it doesn't do anything?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's how that works. We'll double check. I think that's how that works. However, the anti-Psyker 4+ is if you have the keyword Psyker.
Yes.
Okay, well that's it. Let's see who goes first. Let's roll to see who goes first. Dun 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 dun! It is Black Templar turn number 1. Excellent. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this! Turn 1. These Crusaders, they have a special rule called Scout. So before the game even begins, they get to move 6 inches forward. So they're going to be right here. Look at them go. And let's see what the cards decide to give us. High Command has ordered me to bring it down. So I get points for killing the Rhinos and the Dread Knights. And Assassination. There is a single Librarian on the table. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to do anything about it. So with that... let's go into the turn. So in the command phase, the Tech Marines heal and make a vehicle +1 to hit is combined into one rule now. So it's not 2 different abilities. So I'm going to pick the Dreadnought, gets +1 to hit for the rest of, until my next command phase, basically. The Crusaders have moved up as well. And I have to be careful with the Grey Knights because their rule is this, at the end of my turn, you can pick up 3 units.
A maximum of 3, yes.
And you just deep strike them. Yep. What? That's really... So if I don't zone out every turn, you're just gonna like be all around me and isolate my units and murder them. So I have to be very careful with that. Okay, fair enough. Let's do it. We have to put up some screens, get up onto objectives, and try and kill a Rhino or 2. End of the movement phase. These Infiltrators have stayed close by. Now, note to self, if you're playing Space Marines, make sure you have some Intercessors. They have the sticky objectives built into their rules. So if you want to sticky objectives, which would be really useful, in this matchup it's a little harder because they can just teleport all over the place, but good to have in your list. The 20 Crusaders just moved up. They're ready to just shoot some pistols/flamers. The Land Raider Crusader now moves 12. I could disembark and charge after I move it, but I'm just moving it in range of the central objective, just forcing the Grey Knights into a predicament. While my Tech Marine becomes a lone operative if he's within range of a vehicle. He's going to stick to the Dreadnought. Dreadnought's touching the ruins so he can shoot through the windows. and kind of shoot some stuff. And then the Hellblasters advance because their weapons are assault and heavy, so they can do either or, which is really cool. So I'm getting them onto the objective. The banner special rule for the Primaris Ancient is to give the unit a 4+ feel no pain if they're near an objective or within 6 inches of the middle of the table. So I'm hoping that they can kind of hold down the flank long enough to kind of allow the rest of my army to do some stuff. Plus, their weapons should be very useful, and let's see, maybe they can kill a tank or two. However, some of them might not be able to see because this is not towering. So I might actually just have to shoot into that, that rhino. So we'll see. Okay, so without further ado, let's dive into the shooting phase. I lied. I reread the rule. It's this model gets a 4-up feel no pain, not the unit. However, he does give the unit +1 objective control, so now they are just as good as troops at holding objectives, which is really cool. Let's start with the Crusaders. They have 8 heavy bolt pistols firing into that rhino, hitting on 3s. And they are only strength 4, so 6s, because you're toughness 9 on a rhino.
Correct.
Nothing there, and then 5 little regular bolt pistols with no AP. Oh, I needed that roll. Ooh, 1 armor save on the rhino. He's okay. I did forget to make my oath a moment, which is going to be this rhino, because I need to try and kill vehicles, and I need to lower your mobility. That's the one rhino I can focus on. So reroll hits and wounds against that rhino. Nice. And here we go. The heavy bolt, the bolt rifle as well will shoot into him as well. So hitting on 3s with the, I am supercharging because it'll, there's like no difference to not or supercharging or not because of the fact that it's hazardous regardless. That might be a typo. I'm noticing there are a few typos in these. So 2 misses. They are only strength 8 though. So needing 5s to wound your rhino. So good thing it is Oath of Moments. So I'm gonna need those rerolls. Ooh, definitely gonna need those rerolls. Round 2. Okay, much better. Nice. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at AP 3.
6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 9 6s.
These are 2 damage each. That's
ooh, a whole lot of
18
nothing.
damage. Okay.
A whole lot of nothing. That destroys the rhino.
Excellent. So does it explode?
Let's find out.
Ooh,
Yes, it does.
Hazardous. I don't know what it does. D3?
And it's Deadly Demise D3.
Nice. Okay.
So, Terminators, take 3.
That'll kill
That'll
one.
kill 1 Terminator.
Okay.
He takes 2.
That's the Dread Knight.
Yep.
This Dread Knight's out of range, I think.
This Dread Knight, I think, is out of range.
There you go.
Yep, a little bit out of range.
Okay.
And then these guys, yep, 1 guy else in range there, so they take
2.
2, so 1 guy dies there.
Okay, they are 2 wounds as well. Okay, and then you have to put them out and roll. We'll come back and show you what the result is.
Let's see who survives.
Well, it's just mortal wounds now.
Yeah.
So you take a single
so
mortal
I
wound.
take 1 mortal wound.
That's it. Yeah. So won't even kill a guy that gets out.
So if somebody gets injured.
I like that mechanic better than just models dying. Now they are battle shocked though. That means that they can't use any stratagems and things like that, which is definitely interesting. Like when vehicles do explode or do die. So definitely something interesting to take note of in terms of.
If I let something get destroyed on my turn, it really messes up what's the guys inside.
Oh, does it? Yeah, I guess that
because
does.
because it takes effect at the end of the start of your turn, everything resets.
Yeah. So they're gonna it just means if I shoot at them with something else and they had any defensive strats, they can't use the defensive stratagems. So, but good job, Hellblasters. Now we'll see how many Hellblasters die to or take mortal wounds due to hazardous. Oh, and I have 10 hazardous rolls to make because there's 10 hazardous weapons in there, and I take a mortal wound. Neat. So 1 model is just going to flat out die. Okay, so 1 guy dies. However, on a 3+ for the chapter, he yells as he gets to shoot again. 3+? Yeah. So I'm gonna get him to shoot, and he's just gonna take a pot shot at the Dread Knight over here. Now, he won't do any more hazardous rolls here, and that's not an Oath of Moment target. So I am a supercharger, so hitting on 3s. And Strength 8 versus Toughness. It is Toughness 8, so on a 4+, a 1 at AP 3.
Okie dokie.
And that's
That's a no.
2 damage that goes through to that Dread Knight
Okay, so
as well.
he's down to 11 wounds.
Okay, and that's that unit shooting. Of course, he would have shot at the Rhino, so nothing there. The Land Raider Crusader is going to go ahead and shoot absolutely everything he has into this Dread Knight. Just everything. Every single weapon. Start with the Hunter Killer Missile. Just 1 shot. Hits on 2s. Nice. Strength 14. So 3s.
3s.
How dare it. You know what? Let's use a command point reroll on this. 3 up. Oh my gosh. Down to 0. Good job, Lan. He's a little rusty. Give him a break. So 2 Hurricane Pattern Bolters, 6 shots at long range, plus a Stone Bolter, which basically has the same profile, but the Stone Bolter is not twin linked. So hitting on 3s and wounding on 6s, because it is Toughness 8. And then all the Stone Bolters hitting on 3s. And these need 6s, but they are twin linked, so they get reroll wound rolls, which can be pretty handy when you're trying to plink off a couple of wounds. 3 armor saves with no AP into Mr. Dread Knight.
All right. Don't roll once.
He did not roll once.
Not roll once. He's okay.
And then we've got the Multi-Meltar, so 2 shots, I think. Multi-Meltar, 2 shots, 1 hit. It is Strength 9, so 3s to wound you. It does wound. 1 invulnerable save.
All right. Dread Knight's got a 4 up.
Nice.
No.
Ooh, that's going to be D6.
I'm going to re-roll that.
Okay, use the CP. That's your CP trying to keep the Dread Knight alive. It does not.
Darn it.
Okay. Well, I don't think I'll kill you, but let's see how much damage I do. Yep. Simply D6 damage. Come on, Multi-Meltar. Yes. Big money right there. Bam! And now it's Assault Cannon time. If only that Hunter Killer would have connected. Ah, so close. Assault Cannon, 6 shots. Hitting on 3s. Okay. That's actually pretty good. So needing 5s to wound you, but 6s are devastating wounds. And it is twin linked. So
no mortals.
not yet. Twin link though. Okay. So
Okay.
1 mortal and 2 saves at AP1, I believe.
Okay. 3s. He's fine.
But I did bracket the Dread Knight, so now he's what, -1 to hit or something?
Now he is -1 to hit on all his rolls.
Oh, very cool. Good job, Land Raider Crusader. Kind of brought him out of retirement. Almost killed the Dread Knight. Not bad. Other than that, I do have my Dreadnought to shoot. He cannot, because of the terrain here, it basically blocks line of sight throughout the whole area. Kind of like the old obscuring. So the Dreadnought cannot see that Dread Knight. So the Dreadnought's just going to have to maybe put a pot shot in the Terminators or them, or maybe that. We'll see ranges. Okay, the Plasma Cannon is going to shoot at them. I'm not going to overcharge it so it doesn't become hazardous. Now it is D6 + 1 blast. Because you have 10 models, that's +1 for every 5 models in the unit. So it's D6 + 3 technically number of shots. So that would be 7 shots. Normally hitting on 3s, now hitting on 2s thanks to the Tech Marine. 2 misses. And winning on 2s, that would be 4 saves at AP3. So AP3 on them, these are 2 damage each as well. Well, apparently strikes have a 2-up armor.
So
That's
looking
awesome.
for 5s.
That's fantastic. Ooh, 2. Only 2
only
go down.
2. Okay, so a dude and a half.
Oh, knowing that, I totally would have overcharged. Because the extra AP would have been useful. However, you did roll 2 6s, so it actually wouldn't have mattered. Yes. But 2 of them go down. Okay. 2 dead. I lost one of my own Hellblasters. Almost killed a Dread Knight. Land Raider moved up into a central position. I do have my Crusader squad on the flank there. Let's go into scoring. So for scoring, for Bring It Down, I killed a vehicle that had 10+ wounds, so that's just 3 points. That's going to score me 3 points on that one. And I will get rid of Assassination, so I am going to discard it. However, that will give me a command point. So I will end the turn on a single command point after I squandered my command point on a reroll And with that, let's dive into Grey Knight turn number 1.
Really changed at the end of your turn.
Yep.
I am going to teleport a couple guys though.
So you're teleporting at the end of my turn. You're taking the Dread Knight that's wounded off the board.
And the Grey Knight Devastators are going to teleport away.
The Purgation Squad,
Yes.
ready to come down and do some damage. I like it. Okay, so with that,
I could teleport a third squad, but I'm good where I am.
okay.
There.
Let's see what High Command has ordered you to do. So here are your objectives. Overwhelming force, getting points for killing stuff that are on objectives. So everything you kill, you get 3 points to a max of 5 that is on an objective. Deploy teleport homers is an action that you have to do within the center of the battlefield or in my deployment zone. You get 3 points if you do it in the center of the battlefield and 5 points if you do it in my deployment zone. That's a good thing you have deep strikers, but I did zone out my deployment zone. So maybe in the middle of the table. We shall see into Grey Knight movement phase. Let's see what they do after movement's done. Okay, so how did you move?
All right, so the injured Dread Knight went to the other side of the board.
Yep, teleported down in your reinforcement step.
The Racing Squad went to the edge here out of cover so they could be in range.
Mm-hmm.
The Rhino moved up.
It's full of that's full of strike.
That's still full of a 10-man strike squad.
Yep.
The Dread Knight went to protect this unit of Terminators that are on the objective here.
Yep.
Because you guys are getting dangerously close.
Big plasmas.
And the other strike squad is getting within 6 inches of the center of the battlefield so that I can try to get that
Teleport
objective.
Homer? Nice. Okay, on to the psychic phase. Oh, wait. No psychic phase here. No, now it's all sort of built into their different weapons and things like that, right?
Yes.
So let's go ahead and do some shooting, I guess.
Okay, so these guys are going to do the action.
The quote. It's not an action, but it is an action.
Plant a teleport homer.
There you
I'll
go.
use that marker to remind myself. That's
Yep.
what they're doing, and I can't shoot with them.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, just to start with this, get the simple stuff out of the way first. This Rhino is going to fire at these guys on the objective.
Cool. What's the... You don't have any AP on the Stormbolter, right?
Yep, Stormbolter is AP 0, just 4 shots.
Okay.
So let's see what they do. 2 of them hit. Okay. And 4s.
No
Ooh,
save.
that's unfortunate.
I will go ahead and spend 1 command point on Armor of Contempt for them. So you should be -1 AP
All right.
on all your weapons. Nice.
Okay, so the 2 side cannons first. They're 3 shots apiece.
Are they hit on 4s or 3s?
I hit 3 times. 3s.
Oh, nice. That's pretty good.
And I am strength 8, so I'm wounding on 2s.
Nice.
Of
3?
course. 3 at AP 2, which goes to -1 because of Armor of Contempt.
Nice. They are psychic though, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll get a 4-up invulnerable save regardless. And does it ignore cover?
The side cannons do not, only the flamers.
So are we putting it on both of them? So AP 1, they'll get a 3-up save. If it goes to a 4-up, but that's their invul anyway. It's 4-up saves. Okay. So I'll put it on both of them first. 4-ups. 1 dies and 2 die. You kill 2 neophytes because they're 2 damage each.
Okay. All right, and these are the number of shots for the 2 incinerators. 7 total.
Nice.
All right, these are strength 6, AP 1 flamers, but goes down to AP 0 because of Armor of Contempt.
Nice.
So let's see what happens.
Ooh.
Okay, all
That's
wound.
7 wounds.
So 7 armor saves.
Very nicely done. So I'm going to go ahead and start with some initiates. Let's put it on the flamers. Is these 1 damage or 2 damage?
They're 1 damage each.
Okay, so just the 2 flamers because they're probably the most useless ones. Who takes armor saves, apparently? Not these guys. You kill both of them. And then I'll put 1 on, he's holding coherency, so I'll put 1 on this neophyte over there, and he takes a wound. Well, apparently, incinerators are very nasty.
And then the sergeant, or just a car, whatever you want to call it, has a Storm Bolter that's within rapid fire range, so 4 shots from him. He hits all 4 times.
Nice.
Wounding on 4s. 2.
Have to put on the Neophytes. Well, that one first. I'll just keep it on them for 4s. You kill the one that is wounded. Blip. Ready. What's next?
All right, next will be this Dread Knight that's going to use his guns into that big squad as well. He has a heavy incinerator that's 2d6.
Very nice.
Only 5 though. All right, still strength 6. Still AP 1 going to 0. Look for 3s. All wound, so 5 armor saves.
Nice. Armor Contempt. I'll just put on 3 ups back here. I take 1 damage. And then, of course, he gets wounded. But they're still kicking.
Okay, so since the troopers are busy deploying a teleport homer, we move straight on to the Dread Knight here with the side cannon. He's going to fire his side cannon at the big squad of troopers there.
Nice.
So let's see. He gets...
That's the basically a heavy side cannon.
Heavy side cannon gets 6 attacks.
Oh, very nice.
Hitting on 3s, strength 10. Let's see. Oh, that is unfortunate.
Strength 10. Oh, that's pretty good.
But so winning on 2s. Okay, so 3.
What's the AP on these?
At AP 1 going to 0.
Oh, it's only AP 1. Okay.
Yeah.
And the ones on here are AP 2?
Yeah, it's just more. It's just more shots.
Oh, okay. So 3 ups on that one guy. He's okay. He's okay. And he's okay. He survives the onslaught of the side cannon. It seems like it's more of an anti-tank weapon with that strength 10.
It's high damage as well. It's damage 3.
Oh, okay, nice. So it's like
So that's the
souped-up plasma cannon that's not hazardous.
Yep.
That's cool.
That's the trade-off for the low AP.
Yeah, I like that. Also, we forgot to add a model back to the Terminators. He died because of the explosion, but that is a command. Basically, has an apothecary inside. So at the start of each command phase, a model just gets brought back for free because the apothecary heals them. Very nice. And the apothecary is part of the unit too, which is pretty cool, which is awesome. Does the apothecary have the character keyword?
He does not. It is simply a ability built into the unit.
Oh, very cool. So I can't just pick him out. Although with like precision, you could like try and kill that specific model. Oh no, it might just be against characters. Interesting.
Yep. 9 Stormbolter rounds.
Into the Land Raider.
Into the Land Raider.
Very nice. That's pretty cool.
Okay, and then I am wounding you on 6s though because of the Land Raider's such high toughness. That is a cocked die. Let's get that out of there.
Yep.
And try again.
2.
Okay, so that is 3.
Ooh, very nice.
Armor
Good Stormbolter
saves.
discipline. 2 up saves on the Land Raider. He's okay.
It's fine. All right, and so moving on to charge phase, since none of my long-range psychic powers and such are in range, I am going to try to go for a long bomb charge with this Dread Knight into the guys on the objectives.
Very cool.
Try to get my other secondary.
I like it. Why did they roll?
Not enough.
5.
Unfortunate.
Not enough. Okay. Are you going to declare another charge with them?
They have cannons. Why would I do that?
I don't know. I'm just, just saying.
I'm just saying, yeah.
It could be something you would want to do, right?
Ah, dang it. No, he does have a Witchfire spell in range.
Ooh, very cool. Oh, okay, he does. This guy or that guy?
This guy.
Oh, nice. The librarian. Oh, very cool. I
His
don't
range
really
is
know much
24,
about psychic powers.
It's 24, not 18. So I
Ooh.
can do one if I so choose.
That sounds fun. So, well, just going back, we do have a psychic
Back for 2 seconds. So the psychic power is within 24 inches, not 18 like I thought. So he can fire at the Land Raider as well.
Very cool.
So I just give that a shot. Nope, misses anyway.
Okay. Is it just, okay, cool. What's
a
it
try.
called?
Yeah. No rerolls.
So it's called Purge Soul. Interesting. That's a Grey Knight Librarian psychic power. What's the strength?
Strength, if it had hit, its strength is 6, And if I use focus, it is precision and hazardous.
Oh, so it's good at like taking out characters.
Yep,
and
it's
stuff.
AP 2/3 damage, so it's
Ooh,
good for
nice.
taking out single things.
That's awesome. Okay, neat. So that's the end of the turn there. So let's go on to scoring. So discarding Overwhelming Force, getting 3 points for Teleport Homer for the middle of the battlefield. So you will get a command point for discarding one of your tactical cards. And with that, it is time for Black Templar's turn, number 2. So I have 2 command points to your 3. They did not take enough to start taking Battle Shock tests, so they're okay right now. Let's see what we do, because at the end of my turn again, you get to teleport stuff. So I'm going to pick cards, and then we'll see who I Oath of Moment. So my cards are to capture the enemy outpost, so to kill 10 Terminators? I don't think that's going to happen.
Plus the character.
That's not happening. And then we're going to do defend stronghold, so hold this objective at all costs. So I think I can screen you out for at least one more turn. So that's perfect at this point in time. Now we also get Sites of Power activates up to a maximum of 15 in a turn. So this one is empowered, so I get 6 points. This one is 3 points, because I believe I have more OC than you within 3 inches, because my land raider does. So I get 3 points for that, 3 points for that. So it's 6, 12, and then 3 points for this. So 15 points as we move into my turn number 2. My Oath of Moment shall be this Dread Knight. I'm going to try and murder that Dread Knight. They are going to stay still so they can use the heavy on their weapons to get +1 to hit. So that'd be really cool. They're all within 24 inches, so they'll be able to shoot that. I'm going to make sure my Dreadnought gets +1 to hit again, thanks to the Tech Marine. There's no other command phase stuff that I need to do, so let's just dive into the turn. So after the big Crusader squad moved, you're going to overwatch it with the Dread Knight with the Flamer. The Land Raider did move up this way. The Emperor's Champion has disembarked, and so have his sword brethren, so they're moving up. They're going to charge this Rhino and just kind of stay on this objective for now. And the Hellblast has moved up, the Tech Marine has moved up, the Dreadnought has kind of moved around to see the Terminators back here. We have our Oath of Moment unit over here. Okay, so let's see what happens. 2d6 hits from the Flamer. 6.
Okay. And wounding on 3s.
Right, good old super heavy Flamer. That's 5 of them. Ignore 4 of them.
4.
Ignore cover on this.
Yes.
Okay. So I do have 1 that is wounded, so AP 1.
Yes.
So 4 ups. He does die. And then we'll go ahead and do a couple of 5 ups on Neophytes. These are 1 damage each, right? Mm-hmm. Not making saves today. That's okay. So 2 more go down. Excellent. Shooting on this side of the table, we're going to do the Hellblasters, just shooting everything at the Dread Knight. Might as well. Shame. They are going to overcharge again. Nine of them is 18 shots. They are heavy, so they did decide to stay still. So,
Yep, so
2s to hit because they're just very, very angry at you.
And that's AP 2.
It's going to be AP 3.
AP 3. Okay,
And
so
1 miss.
I am going to.
AP 3. You have your 4. It's going to be on your imbol anyway, I think, right?
Yeah, so it wouldn't really matter what I use.
5s.
It would go to my 4 up.
Well, you mean you want to try and armor contempt him?
Well, yes, but it would go. But your AP is so high, it would go to my 4 up regardless. So there's no point.
Yes, I think so. Okay. So that would be 6, 8, 10, 11 invulnerable saves from the Hellblasters.
We're professionals.
They're so fun. They're still one of my favorite units. Just plasma death.
All right. Yeah, 4s.
And they're 2 damage each.
Okay.
I think I did a bit of damage there. That's 12? No, 14 damage?
That's 14 damage.
That'll kill him.
Yeah. Even if I re-roll one of them, that is still enough to kill him.
Will you deadly demise? Do they deadly demise?
They do deadly demise.
Oh, very nice.
So
For me.
does he blow up? No, he does not
He
pull.
does not. Okay. Death to the Psyker. Haha, good job. Now I do have to roll 9 more hazardous rolls.
Hope you all die.
And I lose no one. They've been on point with that. Fantastic. Good job, Hellblasters. Target acquired, target destroyed. It's really the Oath of Moment, to be honest. That's just is such a silly rule. It's so silly. We're going to use my enhancement Witch Seeker Bolt Forge Bolter to go here, which gives me Anti-Psyker 4+, Devastating Wounds, and Precision on my ranged, profile, which is really cool. I also took the Abhor the Witch Vow, so I get reroll hits and wounds, which is pretty awesome. So 2s to hit, rerolling. Death. They are 24 inches away, and that's going into that squad here. Now, because you are Psychers, I need 4s. But 4s count as 6s, which is Devastating Wounds. So each 4 will just be 2 mortal wounds. Okay, and I get to reroll wound rolls, because that'd be 6 mortal wounds for my super anti-Psyker Bolter. You know what's really cool is that there's a stratagem to give a vow to a unit if there's a character inside, if it's not active for your army. So I could see myself taking a unit with the Tech Marine and just using a CP and taking that enhancement pretty much every time. And if you ever run into like a Psyker, you can just make sure they always have that psychic thing, so it'd be really useful. Yeah. That's actually kind of cool. Well, he killed 3 of them. That's pretty good. Land Raider Crusader is going to shoot absolutely everything into this Dread Knight. Just everything. Bolters, Storm Bolters, Multi-Meltar, the works. So let's shoot the Multi-Meltar first. 1 hit, needing 3s to wound. Ah, didn't wound. Assault Cannon. 3s to hit with the Assault Cannon. And then 5s to wound, but twin-linked and devastating wounds. So that's 1 mortal so far, and 2 saves at -1. So
down to 3.
Yeah.
And then 2 3-ups. He's
Very
okay.
good. Not a problem. And then all of the Stormbolters, just out of 12. So it'd be 2 rapid-firing, essentially, Hurricane Bolters. That's 12 shots. Okay, needing 3s to hit with the Bolters. And then they are twin-linked. So 6s. Oh, let's try that again. Round 2, fight. Nope. And then 1 little Stormbolter. Nope. Nothing. Oh, twin-linked. Yeah, 1 armor save.
Don't roll a 1.
Oh,
he's okay.
He's fine. Okay. Then we got some bolters to shoot at you. Okay, so before the Crusader squad shoots, they're going to grenade with the CP, because Marines will have the grenade keyword. So pick a unit within, I think it's 9 inches, or 6 inches. Roll 6 dice, and for every 4+, you take a mortal wound. Grenade! Just 1. Oh no! He's the most survivable. They tried to kill him. Okay, let's just shoot some bolt pistols at you. 6 heavy bolt pistols from the Sword Brethren squad. And needing 6s? Nope. So 8 heavy bolt pistols from the Crusader squad. Into them as well. I need that roll again! Come on, 6s. Nope. And then the 4 little pistols from the Neophytes. Nothing. Okay, well I'm gonna have to shoot a Dreadnought at you. Okay, the Dreadnought is out of range of that Dread Knight, sadly, so I have to shoot the Terminators. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot the supercharged plasma, because it's 3 damage a pop, which will help with that. So it's D6 plus 1, but you have 10 or more models, so D6 plus 3 technically. Yes. That'd be 6 shots. Now I'm hitting on 2s thanks to the Tech Marine, so hitting on 2s. And I am wounding on 3s, because your toughness 5.
Yes.
Yeah, so not 2s, but 3s to wound. That would be 2 invulnerable saves. 2 invuls. Ooh,
no.
That'd be 6 damage in total.
Oh, so that's 2 dead guys.
I will roll my hazardous roll. I am okay. Everything else is out of range because it's all 24 inches.
And splat.
One of them's just going to come back.
Yep.
next command phase, because they are the Terminators. But with that, I will do some charges. Okay, let's charge. So I'm going to go ahead and do the Crusader squad. Is just going to charge into that squad there. Because they're Crusaders, I get to re-roll advance and charge rolls for them for free. But a 7, I believe, will get them into combat. The Crusader squad has moved in. The Emperor's Champion and his Sword Brethren are going to charge both the Rhino and the Dread Knight. So let's just try jump in. That's a 6, I believe. That will allow Mr. Emperor's Champion to get within engagement range there, which is nice. Let's go. But then I have to try and get into base-to-base contact. Let's go. Get everybody up. There's no holding back when you're fighting in this edition. It's just try and get as many fights as possible. Okay, I'm not going to try and charge over here. He's just going to sit right there. Although a tank shock would be really funny to like tank shock, because Land Raiders are like strength 8, so they'd roll a lot of dice when they tank shock. And let's dive into some combat. So you have 2 CP, so you could interrupt.
Yes.
Of course, the Emperor's Champion is the first into the fray. Therefore, I will pick the Emperor's Champion. And Sword Brethren have a really cool rule where at the start of the combat phase, they get to pick a rule. They get either +1 damage on all their weapons, or +1 attack. You know what? I'm gonna go for +1 attack. That's what they're gonna do, and I'm gonna fight with them first. So Emperor's Champion's gonna try and punch this this guy using his big attacks. He's gonna get into base-to-base contact, and then they're just gonna stuck in like this. So I'm going to do all of them into this Rhino, just the Emperor's Champion into your big guy. Thanks to being a part of the Sword Brethren unit, he gets 7 attacks, 4s and 2s, AP 2s and 4s because it's strength 8, AP 3. So pretty good. And it's precision if you wanted to go after like a character or something. So that's terrifyingly good. Hitting on 2s, are there any strats that you can use?
Nope, nothing on applies right now. 2s,
all hit. 4s to wound. Only 2. Not as good as I would have hoped there. 2, 4-up impulse.
What the damage
1.
be?
It's 3 damage.
I'm gonna re-roll one of those.
Ooh, spicy. Does he get him?
Yes, he does.
He holds. Fine. Okay, and now, so that's an ongoing fight. Awesome, and now we'll go into that fight there. So I'm going to do the Thunderhammer first. Gets 3 attacks +1 because of their fighting style. Hitting on 4s. And it's only strength 8, so needing 5s to wound the Rhino. Nice. 1 at AP 1 or 2. Thunderhammer is AP 2.
Okay, so look for 5s.
That'd be 3 damage. Pow. That's a lie. Thunderhammer is 2 damage now.
Right, so it's down to 8 wounds.
So why would I take a Thunderhammer? It's literally Mastercrafted Power Source, like better. Just for strength 8? Why do I need strength 8? Volume of attacks tends to be better. So 5 attacks each for 4 other models. So that's 20 attacks from the other 4. Nice. Yeah, well, that's a lot of attacks for a little unit. They hit on 2s with their Mastercrafted power weapons. Neat. That's actually pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. And they're strength 5, so needing 5s to wound you. 3, 4 at AP 2 or 3? 4 at AP 2.
Right, looking for 5s.
Ooh, that'd be 8 damage.
That's unfortunate.
That'll just kill it.
Does it blow up?
No.
No.
No Rhino nukes. No Rhino nukes. Okay, 10 strikes, get out.
And let's Lenny get injured trying to leave the exploding tank.
2, 3 mortal wounds.
So 1.5 dead dudes.
Yep. Oh, I love that mechanic so much better than the other one. Man, Sword Brethren got a huge glow up. They are nasty. I really, really like that unit. They used to be 1 wound, 3-up save or something silly, or like just 2 wounds, 3-up save, but they didn't really do too much damage. Now they hit like a freight train. I am going to keep them there. They're not going to pile into that unit because I don't want to get hit additionally extra as well. So no interrupting now. So now we're going to go ahead with this unit. And now over here we have 1 Power Fist and 1 Neophyte. Won't be able to fight. Everybody else is jumping in.
Okay, so before you start your attacks, I am going to use 1 CP to worsen your AP by 1 on all your weapons.
So you also have armor contempt as a strat.
But Grey Knights call it true silver armor.
Ooh. So that means your 2-up saves are going to be very handy right now.
Yes.
So let's start with the Power Fist. Power Fist gets 3 attacks. Hits on 3s now, though, which is pretty cool. So they all hit. And Strength 8. Wounds on 2s. So these would be 3 at AP 2. These go to 3-ups.
They're fine.
Oh, that armor, that true silver armor really coming into play. Then we've got the close combat weapons from the Neophytes. I just have 3 Neophytes in range. They have crappy close combat weapons now, so only 3 attacks each. It's 9 attacks from them, hitting on 3s. Oh wow, well at least they want to hit, which is great. Wounding on 4s, so 3 saves at no AP. These are 2-ups.
Don't roll ones. They're fine.
Oh, they're okay. And then we've got the Power Sword, the Power Weapon. 3 attacks from the Power Weapon. Hits on 3s. This is Strength 5, so 3s to wound. 1 at AP 2.
Goes to AP 1.
Yep.
So 3 plus.
Oh,
He's
it's
fine.
okay. And then the Chain Swords. Each Chain Sword gets 5 attacks. Gross. I have 6 Chain Swords in that unit. That's 30 attacks. So I'm going to do 15 twice. Hitting on 3s. They're only AP 1 though, so that armor contempt is really going to come into play. True silver armor or whatever they call it.
Yeah, totally not armor of contempt.
Correct. So that's 3 so far. I mean, I didn't see any way to like put a character in this unit. Other than like an Emperor's Champion or like Grimaldus or whatever.
Yes, that you feel would be served better elsewhere.
Yeah, so I feel like 2 more, so just 5 in total. It was a little lackluster. Then again, if I was fighting elves...
Don't roll once. What did I tell you? Not to roll once.
Take 1 damage. Good job. Okay, and then I get to pile in. By attacks, by pile in, I mean consolidate. So now they're all just around there. I didn't kill anyone in combat with that mega unit. I was really expecting more from that Crusaders in combat. So maybe they need a character to be more effective.
Okay, so from the Grey Knights that are left, 2 have regular close combat weapons because I gave them cannons. So let me get those out of the way first. Hitting on 3s. 4, strength 4, winning on 4s. Deal 2 at AP 0.
Cool. So 4-up save on the guy that's wounded. And he loves it.
Okay. 3 with force weapons. Hitting on 3s. Only 2 misses. Is 6 for these. So I'm winning on 3s.
Not bad.
Okay.
6 of them?
So that's 6 at AP 2 with 2 damage apiece.
Nice. So because these are psychic, my 4-up invulnerable save kicks in. So normally Neophytes have a 4-up armor save, but they're going to have a 4-up invul save. And there's 6 of them. So I have 4 Neophytes that are still alive. So they're going to take hits for the team. Oh, only 1 goes down so far. And you killed the one that's wounded. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, that's pretty awesome.
It's this huge combat and 1 guy died from each one. That's great.
No, I didn't even kill a guy. I did 1 wound.
Yeah.
And you did 1 wound that just happened to
that
kill
killed
the
a
guy.
guy.
Well, yeah. Okay, so let's go into this one over here with the
Okay.
Dread Knight, who's now a little wounded.
Alright. So last thing is the Dread Knight. Because he has 4 or less wounds remaining, he is now hitting everything on -1, which means I am hitting on 4s with my sword instead of 3s.
You're doing the sweep attack.
Yes, so it's 10 shots. Let's see. Not bad, not bad.
What's the strength?
Strength is 5.
So 3s.
Right, that is 5. That's your invuln because it's a psychic attack.
And what's the AP normally?
Normally it's AP 2.
Okay, yeah, so 4-up invulnerable saves. I guess it'll go on Crusaders. Oh, how much damage each?
2 damage apiece.
Uh-oh, don't mess with the Dread Knight. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my first champion's feeling just a little bit out in the open. Whoa.
Scratch that. Looking at the wrong thing. 1 damage each.
Okay. Woo. Okay.
So 3 guys dead.
Okay. Two
and a half.
2.5. Oh, whew. Thank goodness. Okay, so let's kill the Thunderhammer because he's kind of useless. And he's the sergeant. Like, I'm just making him the little sergeant guy. Okay, that's definitely not as bad as I would. Good thing, because I would have been very, very sad. Okay. Okay, cool. So that's that. And with that, let's go into my scoring. So scoring, I'm defending my stronghold right now. I'm going to get rid of capture enemy outpost because I'm going to get a command point for that. And that's it. So end of the turn, we move on to... Oh, do you want end of the turn? Do you want a deep strike?
At the end of the turn, I have a plan.
Okay.
And I will
Zap.
zap these guys back up.
I like it. Anybody else?
And let me do a little bit of thinking.
So he can't because he's in engagement range. They could.
Yep.
And the Terminators
Yeah,
could.
he's in engagement range, so he can't. Them I want to stay put because they get sticky objectives.
Ooh, very cool.
And these guys I want to stay put because as long as the banner is alive, they're upsec 3.
Nice.
So I'm going to keep them there. So it'll be just that one squad that's going to teleport for now.
Okay, so that is in the end of my turn, which is cool.
Yes.
So your orders are to no prisoners, so 2 points for each unit you kill, up to a max of 5, and defend your stronghold, aka have Terminators, and no, just holding your zone back there, which is awesome.
And for some last command phase stuff, they heal one guy.
Brings a guy back, and we need some battle shock tests. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here, so they're fine. I have lost 8, so I'm fine there. He needs a battle shock test because he is under 50% wounds. Yeah, well, he's okay.
8, he's
okay
fine.
with an 8, and that's fine there. Yep. So with that, it is sticky.
Yeah, at the start of my turn, this is sticky.
Nice.
And I score 1, 2.
So that would be 6 points on primary.
9 points because the characters...
Only the ones in No Man's Land get empowered. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so the ones in No Man's Land I believe get empowered, but let's double check that.
Yep.
So yeah, it is the No Man's Land ones that can be empowered. They're the sites of power. That's a very... that reminds me of an old Age of Sigmar game where you had characters take it. Now it's like Galician champions can take it and stuff. It's very interesting. Okay, so let's go into the movement phase. The Grey Knights have to repel the Black Templars who've gotten rather aggressive. So let's see what they do. That Hellblaster squad and Dreadnought, like massive shooting unit, corner in the back is pretty cool. So we'll see what happens with that. I'm gonna Overwatch them with a Land Raider Crusader. I'm gonna spend one of my 3 command points to
Hit on 6s, why
Overwatch
not?
you here. Yeah.
Hit on 6s, why not?
That's fine by me. If anything that hits, it's mainly twin linked, so I'm okay with that. Let's start with the. If that was the Oath of Moment unit, I'd get reroll hits and wounds, which would be great. Okay, so Assault Cannon on 6s. Come on! You've been in my army for 20 years. No, okay. Then we'll do 24 bolter shots. But let's do the Storm Bolter first, because that one's not twin linked. Okay, now let's do the multi-melter. Oh no, let's do the bolters. Okay, I'll do 1 Hurricane Bolter at a time here. Oh, 2 hits. I'm gonna roll the hit with the second one. Ooh, 3 hits, needing force to wound. And twin linked. Yeah, 2. Will you roll 1-1 and kill one guy? No.
Oh, he's fine.
Multi-melters. No. Okay. Well, that was pointless. If it was a Redeemer, though.
That would have been way better.
They moved up, they survived the Overwatch. That stayed in combat. That stayed over there. They stayed holding that objective. And then you used a stratagem.
Yes. Prognosticated Arrival allows me to, in my movement phase, when I'm using my teleportation, I can set up outside of 3 inches instead of outside of 9 for 1 CP, but the caveat is I am not allowed to declare a charge.
Now, this is interesting because the infiltrators cannot place reinforcements within 12 inches of them. However, they're not technically reinforcements because reinforcements is very specific as to units that started the game on a place other than the battlefield. So very interesting that, you know, it seems like the way that it's written, they don't stop that. Who knows, maybe that'll change, but as it stands, seems
And
like
the
you can
Grey
use that.
Knights, and the Grey Knights chapter tactic doesn't even use the Deep Strike keyword. It just says
The
that
Deep Strike rule. It says
doesn't
you can
even
only
use the
do
Deep
this
Strike
if you
rule.
Deep Strike on your chart. And it doesn't put them into reserve and then come back. You just take them off the board and then they come back. So who knows, maybe a clarification is needed. But as it stands right now, sneaky, sneaky Grey Knights.
Okay, so first thing I'm going to do, since he is a vehicle and the heavy flamer there is a turret weapon, he's just going to shoot all of these guys point blank range.
I like it.
And he gets 2d6 for that heavy incinerator. 5 shots. Okay, not
The
the
Emperor's
best.
Champion and his friends.
And strength is 6. I do not suffer the -1 penalty for being 4 wounds or less because they auto hit. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is there AP1?
At AP1, yes.
So 4 ups. Lose 1, 2. 2 of them will go down. 1, 2. Bag.
Well, let me think. What else do I want to do? All right. Next thing I'm going to do is these guys are going to fire at your Land Raider there
Nice.
with everything. Okay. Well, first thing, just to get it out of the way, will be the Storm Bolters into the Land Raider. I am hitting on 3s. So there's the hits.
A lot of Stormbolter shots.
But strength is only 4, so I'm going to be looking for 6s here.
Couple of 6s.
Got a few.
Oh, that's not bad.
6 and AP nothing though.
My venerable Land Raider Crusaders armored hide lets 2 through.
All right, next will be the incinerator. Let's see how many shots he gets. 3.
Nice.
Okay. He auto hits. Strength 6. So I believe I'm looking for 5s here.
T12 on a Land Raider.
Ooh.
So 6s.
All right, so nothing.
The flames lick harmlessly off the hull.
All right, and then lastly will be the side cannon. 3 shots at strength 8. Let's see, 2 of them hit. And 5s. No, that's unfortunate. So, last but not least will be that Purgation Squad. All into the Infiltrators.
Okay, well the Infiltrators are spooked by this, so they're going to spend 1 command point for Smoke Screen. They do have the smoke keyword. So they do receive the benefits of cover, and they are stealth against your attacks. So there's me -1 to hit in shooting. It won't affect the Flamers, but I'm
Right,
hoping
but
that
it'll
it'll affect the
Side cannons.
crazy strength 8, 2 damage side cannons.
Yes. Okay, so first thing will be the Sergeant with his Stormbolter. And on 4s.
Nice.
Nice.
Decent amount of hits.
Okay, strength 4 and on 4s. Got
1.
1.
Just 1. Neat.
Okay.
Okay, who's next?
Next is the 2 Incinerators.
Okay.
Let's see how many shots they get. That's unfortunate.
3.
Only 3.
They were too, they were like, okay, hopefully we show up real close. 2.
2.
AP.
AP1.
Okay, no cover on these though. So I need 3 ups. By 3 ups, I need 4 ups. Okay.
You're good.
Oh, okay, I might actually get off lightly here. We'll see.
All right. And then the side cannons, hitting on 4s because of your stealth.
Ooh, it helped with 1. Strength.
Strength's 8.
8, so 2s.
Got 3.
What's the AP on these?
AP2, I
Oh,
believe.
they have better AP than normal. But I do have the benefits of cover. So it goes out to -1, so it's 4 ups. So 3 4 ups. Okay. Oh, I failed 2 of them. AP1? Okay, still failed 2 of them. So failed 2. I do have a 6 up Feel No Pains thanks to my Helix.
It is 2 damage, though.
Yes, so first one. He's a sergeant, because he's throwing little knives. Do I want to kill the sergeant? No, let's kill a little smoke guy. 6 ups! No, he goes down, and the next guy, he does. So 2 of them will go down. Plap, plap. And now I get to use a Black Templar stratagem just after a unit has shot. I get to move a unit d6 inches. However, because you're a Psyker, and I took Abhor the Witch, Destroy the Witch, it's just a 6-inch move. because I straight up 6 inches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I have 6 OC on this objective to make sure I successfully defend my stronghold from your little guys. Okay, so devout push, making sure I can hold that objective against the psychic onslaught. That will be my last command point, so I don't have any right now. But that was actually clutch. I like that one. That one's cool.
All right, and lastly will be the librarian. He's going to use a psychic power called Vortex of Doom. In my shooting phase, I can pick 1 unit visible and roll a die and see on a table what happens.
Okay.
So let's see. So that's a 3.
Oh, it's a D3?
Right,
okay.
so that's a 6. So you take 2d6 mortal wounds.
Very cool.
Let's see what happens. 9 mortal wounds on that unit.
Cool. Oh, that's gonna kill them all. No, my Emperor's Champion sadly goes down to mortal wound shenanigans. But that's okay. I will murder you with a Land Raider. Haha, take
Yes,
that, librarian.
I'm sure you will.
Yes, that is my job. That's okay, my Hellblasters shall lay waste to your army with plasma death. So with that, it is your charge phase?
It is my charge
Unless they
phase?
have pistols or something.
None of the troopers or anything have things that allow me to fire into combat, so next would be charges.
I like it. Okay.
All right, and then last thing. This guy's probably gonna die, so I want him to do one last swing before he goes. He's gonna charge into this group.
I love it. Do you have any command points left?
I have no command points left.
Nice.
And that's a 7-inch charge, so that makes it.
Yeah, he does.
Okay. All right, so he's going to do his sweep of 10 attacks, hitting on 4s now because he's so injured.
Okay. These are all psychic, right?
They are count as psychic, so you
Very
do get
cool.
your invul against them.
Nice.
And strength 5, so looking for 3s. All right, so that is
5.
about half, so 5.
That's not bad. I still have 3 neophytes, which is 6 wounds. These are just 1 damage, we said, right?
Correct.
So I will put it on them because they have a 4-up invul against psychics. And I lose
Good
1.
roll.
Thank you. Back. They're taking the entire future of the chapter and throwing it in front of the blades. So now I get to pick something to fight. Let's fight with this squad here. You have no command points?
I do not.
Excellent. No more silver armor voodoo. Haha. Let's just jump in and punch some stuff. I'm going to do 2 power fists into your... Actually, no. Let's do the little close combat attacks first. Into your Grey... I'm only going to do... Actually, this power fist is in base to base. So I'll do the power sword and power fist into your guy here.
The Dread Knight?
And then everything else.
Everybody else into the troopers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, no. Just the power fist in him. That's just 1 power fist. I don't need more than that, do I?
Totally not.
Totally not. 3s to hit. Okay, 2
There
hits.
you go.
4s to wound with my super power fist. Oh!
There you go.
Can
All right.
he do what the Empress Champion could not?
Can I roll
do?
2 4s?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
I don't know. Oh,
no, he can't.
Ah, boo. That Dread Knight's the bane of my existence. Okay, now everybody else into your other stuff. Let's do the power sword. 3s to hit and 3s to wound. This is AP2. 1 at AP2, just to try and kill that 1 wounded guy.
Okay, AP2, looking for 4s.
Yeah.
No, so you kill. So the injured man is dead.
Now I can do the power fist.
Black.
See, order of operations is very important. Power fist next, 3s to hit, and 2s to wound. Oh, sure.
This is the way.
That is definitely not the way to kill anything. Okay, let's do a bunch of close combat weapons. So the 2 neophytes that remain, 3s and 4s. These have no AP, so 1. 1 no AP.
All right. Can I not roll a 1?
Aha!
I rolled a 1.
You might as well. Yeah, that's right. You stay there. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more. So 30 attacks again. And here we go. 15. Let's go. 3s to hit. Okay. That's better than the first time I rolled this. These are all AP1 though, so they might actually do some damage this time. Nice. So that is 5 so far. Second roll. I think they're angry that you killed the Empress Champion. and so they just like want revenge right now. Then again, the Empress Champion's job is to sort of die in glorious combat. So 5, 10, 12 at -1. Okay, good job.
All right, looking for 3s. Oh no, that's quite unfortunate.
Okay, they'll kill 3 of them in total, including the guy that's wounded.
Yep.
That's right, take that.
Since there's a wounded man, 3 guys are dead. So 1, and then I have to decide who do I want to take out. 2. Oops.
And 3. Okay, that leaves the 1 left, who does get to swing as well.
He has a couple of swings with his sword. See, he hits once.
Nice. He wounds. Neophyte, 4 up invulnerable save against the witches. Yes.
Got it.
Man, that has actually come in handy. Making the 4 up armor save guys really useful against all your psychic attacks. So let's see what you score as we move, because morale isn't a thing, so you don't have to worry about him running or anything. You started to defend your stronghold.
Yep. And I score 4 points for no prisoners.
Empress Champion and the Sword Brethren, all dead. However, I was able to successfully defend my stronghold against your sneaky psychic attack for 5 points, or sneaky teleportation attack for 5 points. And with that, we move on to turn number 3 for the Black Templars. We each get a command point. I have that place of power empowered, so that's 6 points. I do own this one for 3, so that's 9, 10, 11, 12. So I do get a 12-point turn. Well, my oath of moment shall now be this squad. You're going to be my oath of moment now, said the Land Raider as he looked menacingly at you.
This is my shocked face.
This is my angry, this is my war face. Rah, 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 rah. Command phase, I make him hit on 2s again. And yeah, okay, let's go. Let's do some movements and kill some stuffs. Okay, so shooting. Let's go ahead and shoot this at my oath of moment.
Okay, I will spend 1 CP to give them their -1 to AP again.
Okay, so we're going to start with the let's start with the Storm Bolter first. So 3s, rerolls, and 4s, rerolls. 1 armor save, no AP from just the Storm Bolter. Will I kill the 1 guy?
No.
Now 24 shots from the Hurricanes, 12 shots from each, so 3s. Now I know I have Twin Linked, so it's kind of like a waste for the reroll wounds, but rerolling hits is pretty cool. Just forcing you to take a bunch of saves is always a good idea. Make your opponent roll dice, folks. So that'd be 8 so far, and then another 12. Oh, that was a fantastic hit roll. And 4s. Oh my gosh, this Land Raider is very angry. That would be 9, so 8, 9, 17 saves. So I might kill 1.
Right.
2 ups though, because they have very cool Artificer armor, which is awesome.
All right. Okay, 2 up saves. No! That's quite unfortunate.
Ooh, I got
1.
1 and 1 takes a wound.
Yep, and 1
So
guy takes
2 and the wound carries over. Nice, good job, Land Raider. Okay, there you go. And now the Assault Cannon. Reroll hit rolls, because it's a fancy Assault Cannon. And 3s, and rerolling wound rolls. I'm just gonna reroll everything. I want some mortals. Yeah. 1 mortal wound and 3 saves at, I guess, AP nothing. So, because you armor contempted them.
Don't roll once.
And
All
I
right.
kill 1 with the...
So you just kill the injured dude.
Excellent. Good job, Land Raider Crusader. Pet, 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 pet. Let's go ahead and shoot my Tech Marine with his Witch Seeker bolts at that unit there. So, 2s to hit, re-rolling hit rolls, and, well, technically 3s to wound, but 4s are anti-psyker, so 4s will do 2 mortal wounds, and re-rolling wound rolls. So that'd be 4 mortal wounds into the unit.
Go with the 2 Psychians.
I should have probably drawn my cards and shown you what my missions were. Control 1 or more objectives in my own deployment zone and 1 or more objectives in no man's land to get 5 points. And each time an enemy unit at the start of the turn within an objective marker's range is destroyed, I get 3 points to a maximum of 5. So I will get 3 points if I kill them, and I would get 3 points if I kill them, or if I kill them. But very unlikely for me to kill those Terminators. Okay, sure. So we're going to go ahead now and do the Dreadnought. He's going to shoot all his little guns here, and the big plasma cannon will be overcharging and will shoot into the Terminators. Let's try and make sure that you continually have to bring guys back. There's still 10 models in that unit. Mm-hmm. Excellent. So D6 plus 2, D6 plus 3 technically, for 7 shots again. Needing 2s. All hit this time. Ooh. Strength 9, so 3s, because your toughness 5. Oh, look at that. These are all 3 damage. That's 7 3 damage each. Ooh, spicy Dreadnought. Spicy Dreadnought noises.
4-ups.
Yep. Super plasma cannon.
No!
4 of them.
4 die.
Melted. Is there any way to give them a feel no pain at all?
I only get feel no pain against Psychic, but somebody doesn't have Psychic. So.
You're telling the Black Templar player?
2, 3, 4.
No, that Dreadnought's paid for himself in dividends. Okay, good job, Dreadnought. It's what happens when you protect the machine spirit and treat the machines well. The Icarus rocket, D3 shots. 1 shot, hits on 2s. Strength 8, so 2s, nothing. 2 stone bolters, and on 4s, 1 armor save.
1.
He's okay. A little Gatling cannon, 8 shots, hitting on 2s, and wounding on 3s. So that would be 7, 6, 6. There's no AP on these.
Okay, don't roll once. Okay,
no
good job, dice.
Good. And then hazardous roll, he's okay. Good job. That Dreadnought has deserved another medal. Okay, over here we're just going to shoot all the pistols into the 1 Grey Knight that they can shoot. It's a strike squad. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 heavy bolt pistols and 2 regular bolt pistols. So let's do regular bolt pistols. 1 hit and no save. And then 9 heavy bolt pistols on 3s. And on 4s, but these are AP1. So 4 at AP1. Onto the lone guy.
Yep. 4 3s.
1 damage.
He takes 1 point of damage.
Oh, so close.
Yes.
So the Hellblast is going to shoot. So we're going to do 4 Hellblaster shots into the Grey Knights right there. And then 5 into him. So let's do 4 into the Grey Knights at the bottom. I am overcharging these. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Hitting on 3s, because they did move. And then wounding on 2s. So that'd be 5 at AP3, I believe. Let me just... So that's into him. 5 at AP3. 2 damage each.
Oh, that is enough to kill them.
Okay, so they go down. They're dead. And 10 shots into him. However, because he's in combat, he's a vehicle, I'm -1 to hit him. So hitting on 4s with these. Ooh, only 4. These need 5. Oh no, 4s to wound because I'm strength 8. Oh, wow. They connected really well.
4 up.
4 ups. Will he make all 4 of them? Oh, he does! What?
Oh, he will not die.
Oh my goodness, he's been the boss mode Grey Knight guy. That's the thing I'm going to remember the most. Okay, so let's see what my banner gets to shoot, because he can also shoot there too. Say the bolt rifle gets 2 shots at long range. 4 is to hit, 1 hit, 6 is to wound. No, does not do anything. Now let's roll to see if some of them die. So there are 9 of them that are hazardous. Let's see if they destroy themselves and shoot again. I get 3 of them that will. Guess where they're going to shoot? That guy. 1, 2. There's only so much luck in the world. Needing 4s to hit. Oh, look at that. There. For the Emperor.
Roll all 1s now.
Okay, 3 more. Can you make 3 more? Knowing you, he probably will.
No!
Yes, I got him.
You got him.
Only in death does duty end.
Does he blow up?
He does not.
He does not blow up.
Good. Get off the He just survived everything. But that does mean 3 of mine have died. Oh, okay, 3 of them died. Blah.
Oh, that's great.
They died. Well, it is a charge phase. You know what? Let's show you some tank shock action. I'm going to charge you. Excellent. Whoosh. I'm going to make sure I'm within range of the objective to get my OC involved. And we're going to just... I don't know when tank shock happens, but I think it's now. So I'm just going to tank shock you. So I am strength 8 on the Land Raider. So 8 dice. And because it's higher than your toughness, I get to roll 2 additional. So I'm going to roll 10 dice for the tank shock. For every 5 plus, you take a mortal wound to a maximum of 6. As the Land Raider just barges through your lines. Probably one of my favorite rules. Harkens back to old editions.
Right,
Okay.
you could run over people. It's
Correct.
wonderful.
I'm running. Well,
one.
fine. I do
That's
a
unfortunate.
single mortal wound.
That is unfortunate.
But I hyped it up so much. Okay, so you get to fight with something first. That one? Oh, I guess he gets to fight
He
first.
does get to fight first
does.
unless tank shock is in place of his attacks.
It is not. It's
Okay.
at the end of the charge phase. So I did get 8 attacks. I believe I hit on 6s.
Double check, because Rhino's hit on 4s now.
So it's 6 attacks, but I hit on 4s. Oh, nice. Ah, yeah, you take strength 8. Yeah, Oh, look at that. 3. No AP on these, though.
Don't roll 1s.
Aha!
What did I tell you? Not
I
to
ran him
roll 1s.
over.
You ran over one guy at the front here.
Excellent. And then I will continue to pile in to get into base to base here. Haha, that's right. You better watch out. Okay.
Okay, and then that one
So you get to fight over
lone
here, I
green
guess,
knight gets to attack before he gets brutally murdered.
by a bunch of... Yeah.
All right, hitting on 3s. Got it all. Woo!
Nice. Trip 6s.
Strength 6. Oh no, that's unfortunate. Just 1.
Okay, so Billy is also going to take it. 4 up invul. Ah, you kill Billy. It's 2 damage, right?
Yes, it is 2 damage from those.
And then I fight you back. Let's go. 3 of them won't be there. I'm going to attack you with this neophyte first, because I want him to kill you.
I would just remove him, but since you killed my Dread Knight, I will make you roll.
Oh, how dare you. Okay, neophyte needing 4s. Yes, 2. Will the little neophyte kill you with his no AP weapons? Yes!
Yes, he will. Look at that.
Ah, take that, Green Knight!
Brave little man that could.
Yeah, and then I get to pile in as long as I end an engagement rate of this. So they're gonna go towards the objective here. Rawr. Okay, Terminators. What you gonna do about it? Yeah. Okay, you get to fight me over here though.
Yes.
Okay, you get lots of attacks.
Yes, I get 12 attacks with my force weapons, so let's see what happens with those.
A couple of hits. Oh, you know what I forgot? I get reroll hits and wounds here.
Oh yeah.
Because it's my oath moment. It doesn't matter, whatever.
Right.
I'll remember next time.
Okay. And strength 6. So I'm looking for 6s. Whole lot of nothing.
Okay.
Okay. And then my last guy
Side cannon.
with the side cannon is just gonna punch you. Let's see if he does anything.
Nope.
1.
Oh, 1.
And no.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's it. You're still at half there. I'm there. Okay. They are at half. Yeah, they're completely
Yep.
fine.
They're
No
6
OC
out of
there.
11. They're good.
So what did I score? I did score my extend battle lines for 5 points, and then my overwhelming force will be 3 points because I killed only 1 unit on an objective. However, you successfully defended your stronghold, giving you 5 additional points. And with that, do you want to teleport your Terminators, or do you want to hold them?
Well,
Because they are stuck.
yeah, they're stuck. So,
Thinking. So you're not going to? Okay, so that's at the end of the turn. Nothing else happens. And with that, we're going on to Grey Knight turn number 3. Primary scoring, you get 3 points for this objective because I only have objective control 5 and you have objective control 10 next to this objective. And you hold 3 on that one as well. So you get 6 more points on the primary. As for your secondary objectives, you were told to storm hostile objective. And you also got Cleanse, which is doing an action on objectives that are not within your deployment zone. Essentially, you get 3 points for each one you do, to a maximum of 5 if you do 2 objectives. Cool. There they come.
Get a little bit closer, so I'm still on the point, but can see with more people. They are going to stay put because I need them to do the action.
Yep. Technically they can, because they're eligible to shoot a tank.
Correct.
Yep.
Yes.
Is that it for your movement?
So I think, yeah, that's all I'm going to move. So let's go straight on to shooting. Okay. This unit will instead do the cleanse action.
That'll give you 3 points.
To give me 3 points instead of 3 victory points instead of firing at that thing point blank.
Yep.
So we move on to the Terminators. The character is going to use his psychic powers against this big blob of death here.
Yeah, last time that hurt. This is actually really, it's a cool power. This
Vortex of Doom. Don't roll a 1. You rolled a 6 again, so it's 2d6.
No. just 2d6 mortal wounds. Oh, 7 mortal wounds.
7 mortals.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 7 on one guy. Oh, 4 guys. Of course, granted, you need to roll a 6 for that, but that's still pretty nasty.
It's 2d3 on average, which is still not the best.
That's not terrible.
Terrible.
That's really good. Purge Soul now.
Onto that unit.
You have to roll to hit with that.
Yes.
Cool.
It's this one's like a gun. So 1.
Yep.
And
Shrink 6.
And let me just double check here. Yep, strength 6. Not going to. All right.
Wounds.
AP 2.
It's not devastating wounds or anything.
No.
Okay. 4 of Invol, thanks to my anti-psyker shenanigans. He is okay. We also forgot to return a guy back, so we're just returning the Flamer.
Just a standard Storm Bolter.
Yep.
Hits 3 times. Looking for that again. Wounds once.
3 up save. Nope, you got him. You killed the one guy this one did. Ah!
The weapon. This hits on 4s. It hits. I believe that wounds. No, the other half is still strength 4, so no.
And the other Terminators.
And then, yeah, the rest of the Terminators. So let's do the Storm Bolters first, and then we'll do the Flamethrower at the end. All right. Storm Bolters from the Bodyguard unit.
It's a lot of Stone Bolters.
4s. 8 and no AP.
3 ups. I lose 2 of them. 2 go down. Plop, plop.
All right, and then last but not least is the Flammer. Let's see what the Incinerator does. Only 1 shot. That is unfortunate. And nothing.
Okay.
Needed a 3. Okay. So that'll be it.
Do you want to charge?
Do I want to charge? Would it get me within range if I charge? Oh yeah, I could consolidate.
You could, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm going to try for it.
Do they make it in?
Let's see. No.
Not with a 4 or 5. CP reroll?
I'm thinking about it. I have 2 CP.
Yep. You decided to do it.
I do a command reroll. Let's see.
Will they make it? No.
No, same result. That's unfortunate.
Those Crusaders are very, very... Okay, so now we go into combats.
Yes.
I get to fight the first one, my Land Raider. He gets 6 attacks this time, and I will remember to reroll hits and wounds, because that's my moment of oath. 4s with rerolls. And 2s with rerolls. That'd be 4 armor saves this time. I think it's only 1 damage, though. Aha.
All right, so one guy's injured. Sploot in. All right, so now you got one attack with the guy with the cannon. Let's get that out of the way. He misses completely.
Okay.
Fair enough. And then
The psychic halberds, which are the same as the swords now, right? There's like no distinction.
there's no distinction. That's simply a psychic force weapon. Okay, and now the halberds. Let's see.
Needing 6s though. That toughness 12 really quite handy. Only one.
One wound.
AP 2.
Two.
So 4 ups. He takes 2 damage down to 12. Slowly but surely chipping away at the Land Raider here. And that is it for your turn. I don't have any special shenanigans that I can do. So let's take a look at your score.
For cleanse.
3. And are you going to get rid of Storm Hostile or are you gonna keep it?
And I am going to get rid of Storm Hostile.
Yep, makes sense. So that gives you an additional command point. And that is it for the third battle round. So now we get to do Gambits. So it's the end of the third battle round. Now is the Gambit phase. Of course, if you're winning, you probably don't want to Gambit. However, Gambit means you don't have to worry about primary anymore and you can just focus on trying your Gambit, depending on how the game is going. So the way it works, you have your 3 Gambits, which are delaying, emergency, and orbital strike coordination. And you have your proceed as planned card. So the way this works, you get rid of your proceed as planned card. Then you shuffle and randomly discard one of the cards from here, boop, like this. And then you put your proceed as planned card back in. Then you look at them, and you're gonna look at them as well. Cool. Mm-hmm. And then you get to pick one. So I'm gonna pick this one right here, and then you randomly, or secretly put it down. And then you put one down as well. Okay, once that's done, we both reveal. The Black Templars have decided to proceed as planned. Oh, you're gonna do the evacuation. Nice! So you don't have to worry about primary anymore. And what happens with this, so the way this one works, is at the end you need to, you roll 1d6 for each unit from your army that's wholly within 6 inches, subtracting 1 from the result of its battle shock on 4+, they disembarked. Now, technically, you need at least 4 units to roll a 4+ at the end. You have 2 units left. So
But I believe there's a caveat at the end there of some other penalty if you have fewer.
if you have fewer, it just means your cap is 4.
Yeah, just more. It's just more models equal to or more than what you picked, and if your evacuation target is less than 4, it is increased to 4.
Yes.
Okay.
So your target is 4. So do you want to do it since you only have 4? You need at least 4 units to pull it off.
Since I would need both units.
Yes.
So let's see.
Now so that's the thing about Gambits. They do have some cool stuff. There's another one that potentially could be the evacuation from the corners works. So you put yourself within 2 corners, and essentially you'd need a +1. You'd need to roll a 12. So an 11 on 2 dice, you get 30 points. So that'd probably be the one that makes the most sense. So knowing that, because it's the first time we've really used the Gambit cards, it's good to talk about them. So instead, you're going for orbital strike coordinates. So at the end of your 5th turn, so basically you have to play 2 more turns, you have to have 1 or more units wholly within 9 inches of a corner of the battlefield and not within your own deployment zone. You add +1 to the result for each other corner that has 1 or more units wholly within 9 of it. So you could do it with 1 unit within a corner of the battlefield on a 12. If you have 2, it's on an 11. Basically, you get 30 victory points if you roll the 12 or more.
Now, a question here is, because of how the deployment zones are set up, if I am within this half and
We'll
still in this
say
corner,
the ones on the corners are, they're...
Yeah, would that count? Yeah.
You can use this corner. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say you can use that corner. You are going to Gambit.
Since the deployment zones are a little weird.
100%. So, well, let's try and... Well, that'd be cool. If you roll a 12 and get 30 points.
I would need a 10. That'd be cool.
That'd be so crazy. Okay, let's dive into Black Templar's turn, number 4, as the orders are to proceed as planned. Okay, so my cards are investigate signals. So I have to do and basically get within the corners, which is really funny. You're doing orbital strikes, which is getting the corners, and my secondaries are getting the corners. And no prisoners, which is every unit I kill gives me 2 points. My Oath of Moment will, I want to say once again, yeah, let's make the Terminators my oath. Might as well. They're my oath now. And I do owe you a battle shock test on this unit because they are under 50. Do they roll high? Ooh, that's not good. They're going to be battle shocked, so I will instantly spend my command point to insane bravery them. And
Does that require 2?
Is it 2? So I think it's, let's check. Insane bravery is just 1 CP now, so they're going to be insanely brave to make sure that I can hold that objective. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12. So I get 12 more primary points. The Tech Marines making the Dreadnought cool. Awesome, let's keep on going. What are we going to do? We're just going to move around. I might be able to get them within 9 inches to get the little scan done. Yeah, so they can kind of get back here. Okay. The Crusader squad's moving up, and you're instantly going to overwatch them. So that's a lot of shots coming my way. Flamer, and then a bunch of Stormbolters.
All right. 6 Stormbolters.
Couple of hits.
All right, and then 4s to wound.
2.
2.
3 ups. Good.
All right.
Combi weapon hits.
Combi weapon does not wound. Let's see. Flamethrower. 1 shot. Wounds.
Good.
Okay. And psychic power.
Psychic shooting attack.
Yes. All right. So hit on 3s with Soulfire. Hits, or Purge Soul, rather. So there you go. And strike 6, so look for 3s. No, nothing there.
Okay, Overwatch. I survived. Nice. It's time to shoot some Terminators. Let's start with Mr. Dreadnought. Now there's more than 5 now, so I just get +1 to this. Okay, so D6 technically +2 because D6 was 1 normally. Oh, 8 shots with this overcharging mega plasma cannon. Hitting on 2s. Rerolling all hit roll, that didn't matter. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling all wound rolls. Oh. And let's see if he does. Oh, I'd take 3 mortal wounds though, because I overcharged myself. And you take 6, 7, yes, 7. Ooh. 7 invulnerable saves at 3 damage each.
Oh, that is quite unfortunate.
Blam, blam, because they have 4 wounds each, right? 3 wounds each?
3 wounds each, yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
3.
Okay.
And OC doesn't matter anymore. So,
Yeah.
4.
Okay, then the rest of the guns. A little Gatling cannon. Hitting on 2s. And wounding on 4s because your special saves, or like toughness 5, sorry. No AP on these, so that's a 7. 0 AP. 1 damage.
1 point of damage.
2 Stonebolters. Rerolling hits. And 4s, 5s. Rerolling wounds. 3 more saves. Nothing.
Is it okay?
And then D3 from the big guy. 1 shot, and it is blast, so +1. So 2 shots. Reroll hits. And then strength 8, so 3s. Reroll wounds. 1 at, I think it's just AP 1. Nope, that's fine there. And you take 3 damage. The Forge Bolter, I did advance him up so he could empower this side to power. So it doesn't have any rules, can't shoot anything. Let's go ahead and do the Hellblaster squad, shooting at the Terminators. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I will be overcharging. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hitting on 3s though. And it is my Oath of Moment. And wounding on 3s. And it is my Oath of Moment. Oh, so silly. It's 12 at AP 3. Okay.
All right. 4s.
That's 2 damage each for all of these.
So that's 1. Kills a dude. 2, 3.
Yep.
Kills the other guy. And then 4 wounds on the librarian.
Does he have? How many wounds does he have?
He has 5 wounds.
He has 1 remaining. Okay. Well, do Hellblasters get angry and shoot you when they die? 1 does. Let's kill him. Boop. And on a 3+, he gets to shoot you. He does. Nice. 1 little gun. 2 hits. Reroll. 1 wound only.
No!
Would kill him.
No, I want that psychic power.
Yeah, that psychic power has been boss.
There you go.
3? Does he have a 3-up invul? AP 3.
No. 4 up.
I got him.
Still killed.
The Hellblasters take him down. So now we have 1 strike squad that we have to deal with. Let's see Mr. Crusader try and do some damage on that flank. Well, the Land Raider Crusader is going to just shoot you. It is -1 to shoot because of the fact that he is in engaged range. So let's do a little Stormbolter first. 4 shots, hitting on 4s now. Wounding on 4s. 1 armor save to try and kill that guy that is wounded. Ha! I do. Nice. So that means the Multi-Meltar can go next. Let's try and hit the Multi-Meltar. 4s to hit. 1 hit. 2s to wound. 1 wound. 6s.
No.
1. So that's D6 plus 2.
Kills the guy.
Plop.
Split.
Okay, then we'll do the Stormbolters. 24 shots. I only have so many rooms to be able to shoot. So 4s to hit. So it's 4 hits so far from the first one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hits so far. So take 2 out. Wounding on 4s, but it is twin linked. So that'd be 9 saves with no AP, just from the Stormbolters.
No ones.
No ones.
No ones.
And we do the Assault Cannon. 4s to hit, and then 3s to wound. I'll just re-roll them because I want some mortals. No, 2 saves at Rend 1. And you're fine. With that, he's done shooting, so now we go into combat. You get to fight first.
Yep.
Here they go, trying to plink away at the Land Raider. 3s.
9 shots, and on 3s.
Wounding on.
Strength 6, winning on 6s.
1 wound.
1.
4 up. Is okay. My Land Raider, 6 attacks, hitting on 4s. 2 hits on 2s. Ha!
Oath of Moment. You get to do it again.
Not on them. I picked the Terminators.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I switched it. My Oath of Moment switched over there. So with that, it is the end of the turn. Let's take a look at my score. So for no prisoner, I killed 2 units for 4 points on no prisoners.
You've killed a unit. I only had 2 units on the board.
Yeah, so I killed 2 units.
Oh, that's right. The leader too.
Yeah, so he counts as 2. And then we've got Investigate Signals, which I'm going to discard to get a command point. Hooray! Good. Bring
And
my
I need
total
Battle
to 2.
Shock on those other guys.
So now we're moving on to turn 4. Let's do a quick little Battle Shock here. Do they get Battle Shocked?
They do not.
No,
They're good.
they are completely fine. Very nicely done. The cards are a tempting target, so 1 objective in no man's land. I'll pick that one to try and get, so basically impossible. Bring it down, kill the Land Raider. Yeah, also very hard to do right now. They're gonna fall back.
Yep, they're going to fall back.
Nice. Do they have any strats like fall back and teleport or fall back and charge?
Fall back and charge, yes.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm gonna overwatch you. Let's go ahead and do it. Okay, this Land Raider's like, just by himself being like, holding all flank. Multi-Meltars. Ooh, I got a hit. 2s. Nice. 1 6 up, because you do have a 2-up invul, a 2-up armor save.
No.
That'll melt 1 guy. Assault Cannon. 6s. 1 hit, leaving 3. I'll re-roll it, see if I get Immortal. Nope. 1 save at -1.
Nope.
Just 1 damage. And then the Stormbolter. No hits. And then the big, so 3 so far. Oh, cocked. 4, 5. So 5 4s. Ooh, that'd be 5 saves from the Hurricanes. 2s. Oh, I kill one and leave one with 1 wound remaining. What an Overwatch. Good job, Land Raider. Good job. And it seems like the Grey Knights are stuck within a rock and a hard place at this point, as the Black Templars are clearly winning this paintball match. Because it is paintball after all. Or airsoft, whichever your favorite one is.
Yes.
Okay, so Black Templars, turn number 5, and then I will turn him into bread goo with Oath of Moment. But you know what? Let's roll it out for you all here. Multi-Meltar and 2s. Yep, so 2, 5 ups though, because you'd use your Quicksilver, super Quicksilver stuff.
5 ups.
And I melt him.
Nope. And you melt him.
Okay.
Okay.
And that is a game.
Don't forget, we have more 10th edition action for you at the links down below if you are a paid YouTube member or a MiniWarGaming Vault member. I will be busting out the Custodians for the first time in my first game of 10th edition ever, taking on Joe and the Blood Angels. Check that out at the links below and enjoy the postgame.
The points. Yeah, we can do an awkward left-handed handshake.
Good
There we
match.
go. Thank you for the match. That was really fun. Okay, over here we've got what? 12 points. So in terms of scoring, 1, 2, you did 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, potentially another one, so 7. Like, other than the primary, like, where did you think that the game sort of like, where did the game go for you? And what was like, what happened?
Well, I should have used that 3 inches one earlier. Gotten out of here, should have gone to one of the other No Man's Land ones.
Yep.
And teleported a unit of troops to here so that I could get sticky.
Yeah, I guess sticky objectives would have been good for that.
And then just be patient and wait a turn and start racking up six scoring points for the center. Or
so just
somewhere over
approaching the I guess first time playing with the list, kind of seeing what it did and stuff like that as well. Because your main army is orcs, right?
Yes, my main armies are orcs and Tyranids. It's a very different way of playing.
That's right. Oh, I can't wait to see you playing some orcs. You're going to be cracking them out tomorrow, playing some games. So make sure you stay tuned for that battle report as well. But thank you so much for coming down for a game. That was really fun.
Yes, it was.
My favorite moment was the Hellblasters just literally nuking everything. And this Dreadnought, holy moly, does he do work. He was just like mowing down Terminators left and right.
My favorite was that one knight not being able to die.
Oh, he stood up to the Empress Champion, then took he took 1, 2, 3, like 4 rounds of shooting.
Yeah, it took like 4 rounds of shooting and at 4 wounds left, he was
like unkillable. And of course, good old Land Raider Crusader, my favorite. Look at it.
all reliable.
Old reliable. Look at that. It's one of my first paint jobs ever where it came to a Land Raider. Has seen many a tournament, many a game, hundreds. He's probably been in hundreds and hundreds of games, thousands of games. Like literally, he has seen the world. Okay, so thanks a lot for hanging out, of course. I'm Skari. Check out my YouTube channel in the link down below. And a huge shout out to all of you for coming to watch. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and we will see you on the next one. Until then, happy wargaming, everyone!